Magnus Carlsen with us. Magnus, congratulations on winning this crazy game. After like 1.5 hours, you guys just made 4 moves. Please tell us, I will give you the mouse so that you know that we appreciate very much you are here, but you are in command how long and how much you want to show us.
Yeah. First of all, I think this tournament has shown more than anything else, like how much the starting position can matter in certain situations. And when we revealed this position, I was just thinking, oh, this is fantastic. This is very interesting.
But for whom? Yes?
No. I understood. Like my position is super dangerous, but we're not gonna have a boring game. Like well, obviously I didn't see every game, but every game that was on the stage was just like amazing, absolute fireworks, because you just have like really weak squares and some badly placed pieces, a king in the center, and like basically on the first few moves you're going to have some kind of skirmish. And
also the bishops cannot neutralize each other.
No,
like
that's true. Like when you have the bishops in the corner, normally there will be some kind of double fianchetto and a very long game as well. Knights in the corner are terrible. And yeah, this usually means like the rooks are well placed, queen is well placed, and so on. But it seemed like there's a lot of potential. And so here, I was thinking for a little bit already, because it's not so obvious to allow this, but this stuff as well, which I saw that others played, it looked, I don't know, it looked a bit dangerous to me. Like I saw that MVL played this, but I didn't consider that.
It was very interesting. Computer disliked it, but it was just impossible to navigate. Yeah. We understood nothing about it.
No, I didn't understand anything either. Watching from afar, but this also goes to show when you get such a kind of non-standard position, everybody has their own idea of how to handle it and so on. And it seemed to me that what Mendonça did was also quite interesting. I was considering that. I guess bishop, or maybe he played. No, I think he played.
No, it was knight g3, g6, and he blundered, I think, bishop d4 because it is not so familiar to this.
No. I'm sure he didn't blunder it.
He didn't, but
no, he didn't. I think he just. I think he kind of just misevaluated, to be honest. But because I looked at this, and I thought, well, it just looks too dangerous. I don't want to play this, but I can understand why he would. Like if you have some time here to develop and so on, I can understand. Like c4 is hanging and so on, but it didn't seem very good. Okay, regardless, c5. I mean, there are other moves possible, like f4, for instance, but of course, this looks very logical. And here, I was considering this as well. And here, I think rook c7 is possible, and if this is taken,
double attack.
Big double attack.
Yes.
And I mean, I'd probably have more or less reasonable compensation regardless.
And then what?
But I didn't like queen c2. And then, for instance, if queen c7, he gets g3 and f4, and this didn't seem very good. For instance, here. Oh, there's f5, and there's also g4, and I didn't like that. So I decided just to kind of try and play tactically already with queen c7. g4 was expected to stop f5, and now knight b6. Yeah, this is a big moment, of course, since I mean, knight g3 is incredibly natural, but then all hell just breaks loose immediately. So, like he mentioned, the move d3 after the game. But here I thought maybe I could go for like e6, intending d5 or f5. I think if I get f5, I'm completely fine. So this is kind of normal, and I don't know, knight g6, preventing f4, for instance. Always with some d5, f.
Very complex.
Very, very complex. No idea how to evaluate it. Also, you know, knight g6 immediately, maybe. I don't know. It didn't seem unplayable to me. Yes, my pieces are in some weird squares, but so are his. Like, I can all of a sudden like castle queenside sometimes, and there's going to be some kind of crazy skirmish probably going. But obviously, I was very happy to see this, since now I can just this is like nothing even resembling normal chess. This is a just completely different game.
But also never have seen this in freestyle yet.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, this doesn't look like anything we've seen at all. And so, yeah, this was... of course, I was hoping just out of curiosity to see this move. And here, f4 was my idea.
Yes.
For instance, knight e4, f3.
Locking.
Yeah,
locking
and this, I thought, oh, computer really hates this. Okay.
So queen e5 maybe?
Maybe queen e5 and rook f4. Maybe that's the move. I was also looking at this. Knight f3, and rook f3.
Enjoying, yeah? Enjoying life.
And this, knight f4. So here, queen b2, here, and I thought e6. Apparently that's a bad move. It's still winning. But it's, I mean,
you love the picture, yeah?
Yeah. Obviously, this could. He's never going to allow that. And yeah, otherwise, I think after something like knight f5 as well, I think also f3 here is possible. I guess maybe.
Yeah, our feeling was also that
also this.
After
at least
f4, you are just playing for advantage.
Yeah, I thought so too. Like here as well, it should be better for black. And yeah, I thought maybe f3. Okay, again, engine just thinks I'm an idiot.
But actually, f4 was very strong. We were praising f4. It took some time for Nodibek, and then you played f5. And what happens if he takes gf?
No, this is what I was expecting, and I thought, okay, I'll grab the pawn, I'll go back, and I have no idea. I thought, like, who's better and why? I have no idea. I mean, he has some kind of obvious compensation for sure, but it didn't seem, unless there's some queen c3, which I didn't really, I didn't see that. Maybe there's some concrete problem. T5.
Okay, anyway, very messy.
T5, I don't know. But this shocked me, absolutely.
And he kind of blitzed it out,
He blitzed it out as well. Like, I thought his intention was to do this. But also this didn't seem very promising to me, like knight b6, I think. And if bishop c5, there's d5. And I thought I'm doing well. And also, like here, queen d6. I should be doing really well.
Knight on g7, knight on a1, yeah?
No, but this was massive surprise, of course.
We were speculating that he missed that against d3. You have rook f4 from 5.
Yeah, I think maybe he did. Yeah, I think maybe that was it. So I kind of played d5 a little bit too quickly. I thought maybe afterwards that maybe this was even better.
Oh wow.
Yeah, engine seems to like it. But I just I'd seen d5 from afar, and I thought, okay, I'm better, and I mean, I'm better, and I should be much better. But actually, it wasn't so clear at all. So yeah, maybe his intention was d3, but he kind of sensibly decides to go for the endgame, because this looks really bad, But yeah, I don't think it's clear at all. D4 as well was possible, but he goes B4, starts annoying me like this. Maybe some rook B1 in some lines. I wasn't so sure about that. So I went DC4, and like my big point here was if knight C2, I was going to go bishop F4, and then knight D3 is not possible, and probably bishop E3 should be played, but then even though his knight like semi escapes,
you are
I have
collecting
so
too
many
much,
pawns.
yeah?
I have so many pawns. Oh, maybe G5 here.
What a pleasure!
Yeah, because I just saw that the engine didn't love the other moves, so I thought maybe there's something better. Yeah, okay, this just wins. No, see, rook C3 was really nice. I didn't see that at all.
Yeah, it felt like it's a brilliant idea.
I didn't really see it. I was just relying on knight C2, bishop F4. And now this. I mean, there was also rook F3, bishop B2. Probably you should give a check. Knight C2 and so on. But I couldn't see like a very clear refutation, but kind of common sense tells you that black is at least like significantly better. So this, knight F7, and here, yeah, bishop F2 I think was more or less losing. I think he needed to go rook H3. Well, engine again disagrees. And my idea was to do this here, knight E3, rook G6, and he has this, knight takes C4, and like surprisingly, he has enough tactics that I cannot actually consolidate. So I was intending to go bishop B8, king E6, and I thought this position was still incredibly dangerous for white.
But of course, if he knows that he can get here, then he will be very happy.
Then he would be very happy because, yeah, bishop F2, again, I hadn't seen this at all. But I think this just more or less loses the game. So here, like, this was a very tempting option, kind of, just to put everything on dark squares. But still, you know, I realized that kind of the more materialistic approach was better, and I think maybe he'd want to exchange normally you don't want to exchange rooks with this material imbalance, but I think maybe he'd want to, but here he also runs into this rook E5 here, and I think this is what I thought was completely winning. Rook C6 and then B5, and I get B. Okay, so bishop E5, but now, like, you can see that he can avoid the rook exchange in some lines, but it doesn't matter. Like, his pieces are too passive, especially the knight, and my rooks are super active. So, yeah, A3 kind of loses the game on the spot, but there was very little he can do, and now I got the chance to demonstrate some nice ideas. There was this as well. Many things win, but I thought the cutest was to go with this and rook F4.
And trap the knight.
Trap the knight and F3, yeah. So rook F3, here bishop A5. Yeah, everything wins, but here it's a reminder that queening pawns is good, but also checkmate ends the game.
Yeah, wow, what a game. Yeah, crazy. We were also so much enjoying with my partner, Mihail Marin, that we had this fantastic starting position. Yeah, and then everything got out of control.
No, it really, like, to some extent, this tournament is playing freestyle is such an emotional roller coaster because there's been a few games like this one. Also, the day we played the two like normal chess positions, just with a little twist, that was fantastic. And then we just had one like super boring starting position.
Yeah, yesterday the first one.
The first one, and like especially when I get white in the first game, it's so incredibly frustrating. Especially as you've seen in these games, like Sarana doesn't have a lot of experience in freestyle, and he hasn't been playing the opening really well. And now he just gets a position where he can copy my moves, and yeah, the fact that he survived today was a miracle. But yeah, as today, you just get to create something completely new from move one, and that's, I guess, why we are.
Yeah, and one thing I cannot not ask. Yesterday, you had this incredible fight on the first board with Vincent. In retrospect, what kind of emotions you have, because you were on the back foot, but you also missed this rook takes f, and I was calling out in the broadcast that please don't tell it to Magnus before he reaches his room. What do you think of yesterday's clash?
No, I was honestly just, I think it was really sunny and it was so hot in the playing hall that it was impossible to focus. So I wasn't too harsh on myself for anything. I think naturally we both missed many things, but that's impossible. And
when did you spotted your short castle save? When did you spot that one?
Because that I spotted early on, but at that point, like, I'd completely lost the thread so many moves ago. Like, I was very happy that I got this ED4 F5 stuff, and then like I thought I should be better, but honestly, like, I played this move knight a6, which was terrible. But the thing was that I was literally thinking, like, I have too many choices. Like, I can play h5, I can play knight d7, I can play knight e6.
I was more afraid of bishop c7 also.
Knight a6, I can play bishop c7. Like, all of my minor pieces, except for the f5 bishop, has like 2 or 3 choices. And my brain was just completely overheating with the choices that I make. And I thought, like, knight a6, this is probably not the right choice, but I have no idea what to do. And that just goes to show how difficult it is. And of course, he completely outplayed me for the next few moves, and I was just trying move by move to survive. And this, yeah, rook f5, I would have been upset, except I didn't see it at all. So
yeah, we neither. And one more question to the tournament situation. I think that after Vincent drew his game, MVL has won. Now it is anybody's tournament, basically. What do you feel? How do you feel going into the final round?
I think that 6.5 from 8 is a very decent score, and it's not in my hands. I'll try and play a good game. I know that I have a somewhat decent tiebreak at least, but if I play a good game and I don't win the tournament, that's fine. If you score 8 of, like, scoring 9 out of 9 is obviously very good, but 8 out of 9 is just also incredibly good. So if somebody does that by winning the last game, congrats.
Yeah, well, congrats to you for winning now and for last year's 9 out of 9. I was speculating about that. If you would do another 9 out of 9, it would not be fair, because then your last year's result would not be that historic. Then it becomes everyday business. That's what we like, when there is some history written. Last year, 9 out of 9, that was something special. And we wish you the best of luck for the last round, and may the best win the tournament.
Yeah, thank you. And I will say that I didn't mind that I managed to stop Vincent from getting 9 out of 9, because, like, I did remember that from 2014 as well, when I had a lost position. I was outplayed by Fabi in game 8 there in the Sinkfield Cup, and I was thinking afterwards, well, I really wanted to win the game, but okay, at least I stopped him from, I stopped the streak.
Yeah, thank you very much, and have a good rest and be ready for the final game. Thank you.
Thank you.
All the best.